Welcome to Chick Chat, and I'm your host, Serenity Joy. And today I have the lovely Heaven with us today, and I will be interviewing her. She is a social media manager and fashion show service provider. Yes. So if you ever need any services for your fashion show, this is the person to contact. So,
Chick chat.
How are you doing today, girl?
I'm doing blessed, highly favored. You know, I can't
That's
complain.
right. Amen. So today we're about to ask some questions. Some of them are spicy, some of them are, actually all of them are spicy.
Are they?
They're all spicy. So this episode we're gonna call Spicy Mama, okay? So the first question is, what's the biggest ick about yourself that you won't fix? That's a good one. Huh?
That is a really, like, you starting off.
We jumped off the porch.
My biggest ick that I will not fix.
Come on, expose yourself. Let us know what's up.
This get too deep.
No,
I'm honestly trying to think of one that I won't fix because I feel like I'm a very self-aware kind of person. I'm always trying to fix the little things about me. So I'm trying to find one that is like, I'll never fix this. Like, I know.
Yeah. If you're a self-aware person, then I can understand.
Yeah, I am. I'm an accountability taker. Like, as soon as I notice something about myself, I try my best to fix it, especially if it icks me out. Yeah. So I would have to pass on that one.
Okay. So what's one toxic habit that you refuse to let go of?
Blocking people. Blocking people, but on the flip side, I don't think it's toxic. It's only toxic if you unblock them and then block them again and then block them and then unblock them.
It's kind of, that's when it gets toxic.
Yeah, because at this point, it's just like I'm protecting my peace.
Yes.
So if I block you, I never unblock you again. Just know, like, it's about my peace.
Protect your peace at all costs.
Yeah.
Stand on business, as I call it. Because definitely stay on the block.
Okay, 10 toes.
Period. Okay, so we're about to do the friendship and social energy section. What's something you do that annoys your friends but you won't stop? That is hilarious.
I would say be loud and always talk about anything motivation. Anything motivation. It's annoying when you're always talking about it. I feel like when you're always just trying to be better, don't get me wrong, everybody is always trying to be better, right? But when you're constantly talking about it, when y'all just trying to have fun and you like lock in, let's create a content schedule. They be like, what?
Yeah.
I actually have a really, really good friend, Bree, and she's gonna laugh when she watched this. But she came to my house and she was just like, oh, I'm just trying to chill, I'm just trying to drink. You know, I'm like, bitch, we need to make a content schedule like right now. She looked at me, she was like, Heaven, no. She was like, no. She was like, we are not doing that. And I was like, what do you mean? But like, what if we play some music?
Yeah.
She was messing with it. My bad.
There's a time and place.
It's a time and place.
Right, that's true. Well, at least you're aware of that. And I love that, self-awareness is everything. So you said you're already self-aware of things. So that's good. All right, so I want to ask another question from this group. What's a friendship red flag you are guilty of? A friendship red flag.
Not being there when I need to be. And I feel like I'm working on that now, but I have noticed, especially this year and last year, I've been more busier than expected, so I haven't been putting my friends first like I should be. And sometimes I just don't be there for them as much as I need to be. And that's something that I'm being vulnerable on here and saying because it's so true. Like, a lot of my friends, I've had a friend curse me out because they're always there for me, and the one time that they asked me to be present for them, I did not show up because I was doing something else, and that really bothered me. So
it bothers you.
Yeah.
Some people don't care. So
no. I definitely care. It definitely bothered me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, she's sorry.
I'm sorry, Bookie, but
don't
leave me.
Right. Don't leave her.
Don't leave me.
She ain't mean it.
I ain't mean it.
Okay, so what's something expensive you buy even though you shouldn't?
Matcha from Starbucks.
Matcha, see, look.
Every day.
The Starbucks be having y'all in a chokehold.
Matcha from Starbucks, Lululemon, because baby, I could have got me a set that looked like that from Ross. But
exactly.
It's something about just going in the store and walking out with the Lululemon bag that just does it for me. But
I love
yeah.
that. That's what having a dope brand, that's something I've been trying to work on for a long time. Having a dope brand where people know, like, I could probably find this same quality somewhere else for cheaper, but I'd rather purchase this because I want this brand. That's just that. Yeah, you already win if you're doing that. So shout out to Lululemon.
Okay.
I'm trying to get like y'all. Okay. And Starbucks is always at home. Tea, coffee,
Starbucks is
drinks.
So
you can make drinks
overrated.
at home. It is. I tell people all the time. Get you a coffee maker. Get you some tea. Get you some good ice, and you're good. You're good.
You would have thought that matcha had like energy in it, or what's it called? It does not. Matcha from Starbucks does not have no espresso or nothing like that.
I feel like matcha it naturally has a little energy in it, but it's not as strong as coffee. It's like one of those teas that.
I'm gonna chat GPT later.
Yeah.
You gotta use ChatGPT.
I feel like it's got a little caffeine. It's got something in it. Because I feel like I've Googled this before. I don't know why I feel like I've Googled this before. I don't know. I feel like I have. Because I was like asking myself, like, I was drinking matcha one day and I said, does this have. Because I need a little energy boost and I wanted to drink coffee, but I didn't want coffee. I wanted matcha. I know exactly what you're saying. I feel like I did this before though. I don't know. I'm a little. Today has been quite the day for me. And I don't want to be too transparent on here, but I've been going through a lot of life stuff, so I'm just trying to fight through that.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Give yourself
Definitely
grace
pray.
today.
Yes, give myself some grace. Been a lot going on. Okay, here we go. So, next question. What's a habit that you have that people would call delulu?
A habit that I have that people would call delulu.
Or like even an idea. I think that would make sense. Maybe like whatever idea or something that you do.
That's exactly what it is. Everything, every idea that I have in my head, I know I'm gonna do it. Like I know I'm gonna do it, and that's probably delusional to a lot of people. But when I first moved to Las Vegas, I wasn't the person that I am now, and I like built this life. Like I didn't have this life, I built it. So I feel like being delusional in that and knowing that everything that I wanted, I was gonna get. A lot of people would probably look at me and think like, "Damn, you delusional for thinking that way." But that's because you don't know where it started at.
Exactly.
You don't know where it started at.
You must see the faith. You gotta believe in yourself.
You don't know for real. So
very important.
I would just say my dreams and my goals and where I'm going for real. A lot of people don't see it, but it ain't for them to see.
And you could say that again. It ain't for them to see.
So lame.
No, that's right. Okay, so and this is spicy confessions. Here we go. Confession time, right. And he's like, get you a sling, girl, get ready. What's a secret you thought you were taking to the grave? This is a trick question, ain't it?
Skip.
Right, it's a trick question. Chick chat, you're at it again. No, we'll skip that one. What's the most unhinged thing you've done when you were bored?
I started making random noises. I already know this one. I just started making random noises like I was slick
do
to
one.
do it.
Yeah, no, do one. For the audience, we want to hear.
No,
Let's go.
but I make like slow noises, like especially when I'm by myself. Like I just get an itch to just do something
Do it. I
slow.
want to hear one.
I bet you do.
I do.
It just comes at random times. It's just
What
like.
do you sound like?
you
like,
You know, it just sounds it just sounds crazy. I'm gonna send y'all a clip and y'all can edit it in.
Okay.
of something similar.
Okay, because you don't want to do it right now.
Mm-mm.
For the camera. You
Mm-mm.
scared?
Mm-mm.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. What's a moment
Y'all gonna
you
look
wish?
at me differently.
Okay, look, not here at Chip Chat. This
Not
is a
here.
judgment-free zone. You'll be surprised the stuff that goes down here at Chip Chat. Just saying. So the things that we've heard and seen. So what's a moment you wish you never happened on camera or in public? That's hilarious.
When I lived in Atlanta, I was something called the YDI girl in college, and I was on stage. And I had liquor in my mouth, like somebody had just got done pouring liquor in my mouth, and the person that was literally right underneath me, because I'm on stage, they off the stage, I spit all the liquor out on them, and that was recorded. And it was on accident, but yeah, the person who was pouring the liquor in my mouth, they was pouring too much.
Oh my!
And I was just like on them.
Right, and they just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, they was just.
Damn.
It was sad. It was a sad day. I had to play it off like I ain't even just do that.
Oh my gosh, that is fucking
I was a different person then, y'all. Don't judge me. God has found me. And
Amen. Amen. Okay, so one more from this group. What's the funniest lie you've told to get out of something?
Funniest lie?
I guess it has to be funny. We're on the lie a little bit, but this one has to be funny.
I don't know if this would really be funny, but like, I gotta pee. Like, I don't know. I use I gotta pee to get out of everything for real. Like, let's say I'm around certain people, I be like, hold on, y'all, I gotta pee, and I'll just run out.
And then you never come back.
I just run out. It just depends on where I'm at. Like a networking event, for example. If we having a conversation, I'm done with the conversation. I be like, hold on, y'all, I gotta pee. Man, by the time I get back,
that's the exit.
yeah, that's the exit on that conversation.
That's right. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not really funny, but it kind of is funny in hindsight because it's
Yeah.
like you just be saying you gotta pee,
Yeah.
and on the average person around probably thinks this girl pees a lot. Like this girl always gotta pee.
They probably do.
Yeah.
To each his own.
But look, it gets you out of there. That's all that
Okay.
matters. Okay, so friendships. Is it harder to maintain female friendships or male friendships?
I think it's harder to maintain female friendships. And I say that because females and emotions, and it just be a lot of cattiness, I feel like, with females. See,
Yeah.
my male friends, they like don't care enough, like, if that makes sense. Like, they just don't care.
Right.
If I don't talk to them for 3-4 days, like, they still know we good.
No,
We're
facts.
solid.
That's very true.
But a female, it's like a lot of the female friendships that I had that didn't quite work out. It's like if I don't talk to them for 2 days, they think we ain't friends no more. Like, so
right,
I
whole
think
time people just living
whole
life.
time, or I feel like sometimes it'd be that jealousy
That's
or
what
that
it is.
monitoring spirit. You
That's
know
what
I'm
it
saying?
is.
And trying
That's
to like
exactly, call it out.
right.
Because
And
shit, nobody talks to nobody that much anyway.
Yeah.
If I don't talk to you that much, it's nothing. It's no beef. Like
Yeah.
it's no problem. Like I'm doing things. I'm living my
Sometimes
life.
I think that girls, especially in the position I'm in now, sometimes I think that females or women, they try to get around me to learn me as much as possible, and then I literally see them doing the things that I do.
I've
And I
experienced
be
that
like,
too.
okay, I see what's going on now. Or
Yep.
they only want to be around to go to like the certain events that I'm going to, or
Yep.
to get invited to certain things, but they're really not doing anything or locked in. And you know, if you don't have that mentality, like I'm not in a position to just hang out with you for fun.
I agree. And
That's
I've
where I'm at.
had to cut family off because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I get it. That's actually wild because people assuming that you not speaking to them for a day or two, that there's a problem, that kind of gives guilty conscience. It's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Or like, what's going on for you to feel that way? Like, and I feel like, I hate to say it like this, but I feel like it's not really a male or female thing. It's more so just like a person type of thing. Because I've had like male friendships that went sour too because God forbid you like me a little bit and I friend zoned you and now you're mad because you don't have that much access to me as
Right,
much
but
as
that
you
was
want.
never
So-
even a male friend because he wanted
Exactly.
you. He was attracted to you. I've had problems like that before too, and they always end up really, really bad. As soon as a male friend that I honestly just see as a male friend starts liking me, it never ends well. So, but shout out to my real homeboys who never liked me, who always talking down on me when I'm on the phone with them. I love y'all so much.
Okay,
I love y'all so
shout out
much.
to the real one.
Thank you for calling me ugly and all these
Facts.
things. Like, I love y'all the most.
Yeah.
For real.
Those would be the
Those
best
are
ones.
the best
Yeah.
ones.
That's what I said. Hey, uglies. I call all my guy friends ugly.
Yeah.
I love that. I gotta let them know what's up, you know?
Yeah, they tell me my wig lifting. Like, thanks for your honesty.
Yeah, like let me know what's going on.
Yeah.
I got a boogie on my nose, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so why do women fall out so fast?
I think it's just because we emotional, honestly.
That's what it is.
And it be quick for us. Like, I think we just emotional and impulsive. Like, we're so impulsive.
That's
we just
true.
be like, nah, I didn't like that you did that. I'm not going to talk to you no more. You going to miss me. Like,
Yeah.
girl, anyways.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Anyways.
Like we have to like, I actually was just talking to my sister about that earlier. And she had did something that pissed me off. And I was telling her, like, bitch, I was this close to cutting you off. And she was just like, bitch, you always do that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, huh? And I was like, but I mean, it wasn't that serious. And after she, she made it right and everything, but it's just like, it was some self-reflection for me, because I realized like I do have to start looking at the bigger picture for things. Like, just because I'm upset with you at this moment doesn't mean it necessarily has to be like I'm done with you for life type of situation. Like we have to be more mature, and I'm growing up. I'm this is my own journey I'm learning and going through too. So I get that. Like, but if I know for a fact a female did something to me, and I know for a fact like, okay, you were wrong, and you didn't even try to make it right, on top of blasting me on the internet and all type of weird shit, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but I think sometimes women be ready to die on the hill, right? We be ready
true.
to just give it up. And then a couple days later, we be like, dang, was it really that serious? Like, you know, and I think we all do it at some point.
Yeah.
And I think that putting your friend's business on social media, I think that's so lame and just so corny. At the end of the day, y'all was never really friends if you gotta go to social media and blast it. But like you said, it's something to do with a maturity thing.
Yeah.
And maturity is not with age. Maturity is a mindset. So, yeah, that's why you gotta just keep your circle small. Love to love you.
Exactly.
And baby.
And you learn that throughout life. Like, we try to be friends with so many people, but they say a person who's friends with a person who's friends to everybody really don't got no friends or something like that. So it's like you really can't just be friends with everybody, and that's just the reality of it.
I'm a real life popular loner.
Yeah,
like that's how I honestly feel.
That's the best way to be.
A lot of people know me, and I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people think I have a lot of friends, but in real life, baby, it's about two of them.
It's
about two of them.
Right,
so,
that's the reality.
Shout out to y'all.
Okay, facts. Okay, so self-healing and growth. This is a good one. What does healing actually look like?
I think healing looks like just choosing yourself over and over every day. I think we're always healing. Like, I'm in a healing process, but I'm still gonna be healing 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, we're always just gonna be trying to overcome and grow and evolve out of things. So I think it's just choosing yourself every day, whatever that looks like for you. For me, example, choosing me looks like waking up, talking to God, make sure that I make me a breakfast, and feeding my soul with, Jesus, and feeding my body actually, because I know that if I'm sad and out, I don't eat, y'all. So I gotta eat real food.
That's fine.
And those are minor things, but they mean so much.
Yes,
and I think that a lot of people don't, be realizing the small things. And it takes care of self.
Yeah.
Self-love. Like, everybody knows I love me a good face mask, a good spa day. Shout out, Found a Blue Lapis. Okay, y'all really make my heart melt.
I know that's right. Look,
so,
she done plugged y'all in.
Look, that's the best of the best. Okay. But just things like that, just anything that fills my cup up, make sure I'm doing that every day, daily, before I try to fill somebody else's.
Amen.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it first. Fill your cup before you fill someone else's. I want to touch bases on that because I like to make this point. So many people are so busy trying to fill other people's cups that theirs is empty, and I always like to point out, when you're on the plane and the flight attendant is telling you, like, look, if it comes down to it and we lose, oxygen, air pressure in the cabin, and the oxygen mask fall out, put your mask on first. It doesn't matter if you got a child sitting next to you, old person, disabled, they always tell you to put your mask on first. And the reason why they say that is because you can be worried about putting somebody else's mask on. Now you're losing oxygen or whatever. It's like you have to focus on you first. And that's just the facts of it all. Always put you first. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I've been binge watching Empire, by the way. So that's...
Because how can you do for other people what you can't do for yourself?
No, exactly. You can't do nothing for nobody else if you can't show up for yourself first. So that is definitely a good point. I love that. What did your last breakup teach you? That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
A good one.
Honestly, I feel like it taught me a lot. One of the things that I feel like stuck out the most, I would say, is I don't need nobody. Like, I don't need nobody. I think that was one of the main things. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, especially as a woman, you feel like you're starting to depend on that person, and like you need them in a sense.
Codependency.
Right? And then when they leave, it'd be like the world is over. Right? And I think just leaving that made me realize, like, I don't need you. If anything, I'm doing better without you.
Ooh,
like, so
I can do better for myself.
Now it's just like, I'm grateful for that because I would have never realized who I was. And that's so deep. Like, it's so deep because really realizing who you are as a woman can make you into a beast. Like, and people don't even really realize, like, I'm telling you, leave that man alone.
Yes.
Leave that
the
man
man
alone.
Is your downfall.
And pour into yourself, you know? So,
That's
especially if he's not serving you. But yeah, it just made me realize that I don't need nobody. I need to lock in. I need to stand on my morals, stay modest. Don't change my heart posture just because somebody did me wrong.
Right.
Those are the things that it taught me for sure.
So good. Yeah. Yes. Y'all heard it here. That was good. Okay. So now we're about to touch bases on your thing, social media and culture. So is clout more important than real love now?
Is clout more important than real love?
Yeah.
I think that real love is more important than clout. However, I think that all clout is good clout, right? As a social media manager, I think it just depends on what your end goal is, right? Are you trying to show people real love? You and this person is in a real relationship, or are you trying to grow with somebody just so you can grow your following, grow your business, grow your brand?
Okay.
Like, I think it really just depends on what your target is. But overall, in general, of course, I think that real love is more important. But to society, clout is more important. And if you're chasing clout, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get it, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. So.
And that's this social media in a nutshell. I feel like everything is just about clout. Numbers and clout. The more followers you got, the more clout you have, and people think you're just all that. The whole time you could possibly not be all that.
Yeah, I've met people who had over 100K followers, and in real life, they're not doing anything. All they do is post videos, post pictures. That's why I truly believe that whoever you are online, you need to be offline. Right?
Exactly.
If you're not the same person, it's not matching up, then you automatically cornball.
Yeah, what's the point of looking successful and rich online, but your bank account ain't matching? That's why I like to be transparent.
You just don't move like that. You know you don't move like that in real life. You only do that for pictures. Or like even, and I'm be honest, even for some, like, you know, I'm into fashion shows, even with some models, right? Like having this persona on Instagram, like you give those clothes back. Like you don't own them. Like you give those clothes back for these brands. So it just, I think it's different levels to it for real. And just making sure that you own who you are off or online.
Don't be so caught up in the facade. Yeah. Is what she's saying. Like,
if you're selling a lifestyle, make sure that you're selling a lifestyle you actually own. How you selling stuff and you don't own it?
Look, that's what they doing.
Look, you don't even have a title.
That's what they on the gram doing.
You don't even have a title.
They are on the gram frauds. There's a bunch of frauds on there. I like to say to myself, like, why don't I show enough of my lifestyle? But I always felt like I would be a fraud if I did that, because it's like I'm showing myself in these mansions, I'm showing myself at these elaborate parties, out, you know what I'm saying, these sections with rich people, but it's like I'm not really where I want to be at. And it's fun to show it, but for me, I always feel like I would be a fraud if I was just showing that lifestyle all the time, consistency, without being transparent and saying like, look, I might need some food stamps because I'm like struggling right now. I'm like in between jobs, or I'm not really making enough money right now. And you'll be surprised how many people can resonate with that. And they'll be like, you know what? I like her. She's real. And so being yourself and being transparent, now it doesn't mean like you have to blast yourself all on the internet all the time. But on the way here, God gave me a word while I'm listening to K-Love, the Christian radio station here. I was just like, wow, like I go through so much, but part of that's my testimony. And God is allowing me to go through these things to say, you know what, yes, I may be going through this, you might be going through this, but God will see you through it. And as long as you keep your faith strong, you're going to be okay. So it doesn't matter what you're experiencing, what you're going through in life, just know, or what you see on the internet, just know everybody is going through things. Everybody. And we're all trying to fake a smile, we're all trying to push through. But just show kindness and grace to your fellow neighbor, to your fellow friend. It doesn't matter who it is. You may think, oh, a person didn't answer my call, a person didn't. We all have to give each other grace. Like, and that's just being so transparent. Because I give each other grace, y'all, because everybody's going through stuff. And you just never know what a person's going through. And you're assuming, oh, they didn't want to speak to me, or they don't relax. it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Just stop being so self-centered. Think about others, and that's where that's what I'm looking to as life goes by. I'm just like, Lord, I don't want to put my business all out there, but God is like, no, I need you to be transparent about the things you go through because it's your testimony.
Yeah.
So when I see you through it, others will feel like, you know what, she got through this. I know I can get through this too. That's
gonna be the quickest way you blow up, because people nowadays like when others are authentic, right, and really themselves.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's more relatable. And I think they would definitely eat off that. I've been telling you need to lock in.
Yeah.
You need to lock in with that social media. Just show them everything, right, to a certain extent. But you know what I mean, like showing them the highs, the lows. They would eat off of that.
Yeah, that's where I'm about to I've been taking your advice about it, and I've been thinking about how to go about it, and that's exactly what I'm about to do, because it's crazy how it's like what everybody is experiencing and going through, but then like when you speak about it, you realize you're not the only one going through it.
Yeah, because you don't even realize it's people watching you that you don't even know is watching you. You don't know them personally, and they're like, dang, she really inspires me. Like, I want to be like her, but I'm not in the position that I see she's in. Right. But if you posted that one video, they could be like, dang, maybe we are in the same position. Maybe I am closer than I think I am, because she showed this deeper side of her.
Exactly.
And that is the main goal. Just connecting to your followers, connecting to your fans as an artist. Yeah, I see it for you.
Thank you so much.
You're gonna be patient.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask 2 more questions in this group. Why are relationships so performative online?
Because they have to make it look good. Everybody's selling lifestyle on Instagram. So of course they're making it look good, lovey-dovey. They're not about to be fighting. Most of the time when you see couples fighting on Instagram, one person is recording, the other person don't want them to record, right? Or when they get into it. So of course, because that's what everybody want to see. #couple goals. Like that's what they want to see. So
you remember when Danny Lee and the baby was arguing?
Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
That was so embarrassing, but that reminded me of my life. Like stuff like that. Like guys go live when you're upset and want to see, look at this is how she really is. Like,
look at her being crazy, but not showing the part where you made him react.
Exactly. I was gonna say, well, where was that camera posted up when you provoked me to act like this? So
no, definitely.
I would look at couples as goals.
That's doing it for the clout. Once I get out of my season and I do, and God brings me my husband, I won't be a Instagram couple. Like I
agree.
Know,
privacy is everything.
Yeah, I'm not. He's not gonna be a secret, but it's not.
No facts.
Gonna be.
I feel like it's like Lotto and 21 Savage. Everybody knows they're together. Like literally, when we live in Atlanta, everybody in Atlanta knows this. Like this is not a secret, but it's one of those things like I still don't have to put my business out there.
Yeah.
Like we're together, but I agree. It's always the relationships that you look at online or the YouTube couples and the ones. And you be like, oh, they're goals. And then you find out a year later, a month later that they broke up and he was beating on her or some stuff.
Yeah.
And you be like, ooh.
Behind closed doors, I don't want that.
That's why I don't.
Plus, I feel like it's a lot of pressure, too. It's a lot of pressure to always be perfect. Especially as a couple. Couples go through things all the time. That's the only way that they are able to grow. But you can't grow freely with all these opinions, right? As soon as you bring a man or a woman into your social media presence, now it's more opinions. And now people popping out the blue talking about they didn't talk to them, they did this, they did that. I just think it's a lot of drama that is unnecessary. So it's not my route, but hey, to each his own.
To each his own for sure. Okay. Why do people announce breakups like their press releases?
Because they just be wanting the world to know, especially when the world. I think it really just depends. If the world knew y'all was in a relationship, then
that makes sense. Yeah.
Just like the world knew they was in a relationship.
We need to know what's going on. We need to know what's going on.
That they not in a relationship.
Are you available now? Because I've been looking at you for a minute. I need to tell you.
And I think it's just some people have an urge or an itch to tell their business. Like I know people who just post their business on social media all day long, like whatever it is, on their story. It don't even have nothing to do with nothing, just their own personal business.
That is crazy.
So I think that's what it has to do with.
Got you. Okay. So that is actually hilarious to me because I was looking at some shit like that the other day and I was like, not that many people already got her. But like you said, some people just want to announce it, let the world know. Look, I'm on the market. I mean, I'm off the market. Was it off the market or on the market?
On the market. Yeah, because when you say you off the market, that means you.
Okay, yeah. I got confused. Okay, yes, yeah. People want to act like, let the world know that they back outside. Okay, so I'm going to ask one more question. Are podcasts ruining dating? That's a good one. I had to ask that question.
That's a good question.
I need to know your opinion on
I
that.
think it just depends on what podcast you watching. Like I've seen, I don't know his name, but it's this man and all he do is talk down on women.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know his name, but I've seen a couple of his videos,
about.
and he literally just trolls and talks about women and what they not doing all day long. Like,
Right.
so I think like them kind of podcasts they do. But then I've seen other podcasts. And they're talking about like, oh, having God in the center of your relationship is really good. So those ones I feel like are helping relationships. I've actually been seeing more on my timeline, people taking into consideration God being the foundation of their relationship more than I've ever seen it before.
Wow,
so we definitely working for my Christians out there, whatever religion you have.
Yes.
We're definitely working towards that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just now getting into the podcast scenery. You tell me your opinion on it.
Yes, so my opinion, I'm going to piggyback off of the first thing you said. I feel like there are more men who have created in their minds that women are just awful beings. And so that they preach that consistently on their podcast. It does put seeds in men's minds. Like, I had a friend that watched Kevin Samuels every morning. And I'd stayed with him for like 2 years. So honestly, that's actually why I hated him for a long time. Because I felt like this guy is just like saying a bunch of trash. Like he's talking women. Like it was just really bothering me because it would make him feel like he, like, yeah, just like Kevin said, like, chill out. Like, relax. You're doing too much. You over here letting this man gas your head up. But in reality, you don't know what this man is actually doing and how he goes about stuff and how he's dating women. So it's like, I feel like that part, but, to also piggyback on the last thing you said, I do think that there are a lot of positive podcasts as well. So it's just like one of those things, like, it's all about what you're feeding your soul and what you're watching. A lot of these men love the podcast where they're bashing women. So it's like, if you don't like women, just say that.
Yeah. Plus, realistically, what a lot of people don't realize is that you pick your own timeline. Like, what you indulge is what you're going to see on your timeline. And if you don't like it, you unfollow or you press hide content. And
Not
it won't
interested.
show that.
It gives
right,
you an option.
It won't show that anymore.
Right.
But people pick their own type of content. So if all you see is men bashing women, that's the kind of content you like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. If all you see is quotes on your page, then you obviously like to look at quotes, repost quotes all day. If you like to see women being naked, half naked, then that's what you like. For real.
Ass clapping all down the time.
That, you choose your timeline.
That is so true.
So the algorithm knows what you like because that is what you tune into the most. And you have the control to change it. So,
Facts. Okay. And this is coming from a social media manager, so if you need one, make sure y'all go ahead. This was a good show. I'm so glad I got a chance to finally interview you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, this was awesome.
So exciting.
It was last minute, but this was awesome, and I love this for us. Hopefully I get a chance to have you back on here as a guest. I would love that. And I am your host, Serenity Joy. Thank you again for tuning in to Chick Chat. This was a fun episode. Thank y'all for tuning in.